Sadiq Khan has defended campaigning with David Cameron in the EU referendum, saying he wants to make it clear Labour supports a Remain vote. Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell has criticised the Labour London Mayor for sharing a platform with the Tories. But a spokesman for Mr Khan cited a poll suggesting Labour voters were unsure of the party's EU stance, and said he would not miss any chance to clarify it wanted the UK to stay in. The in-out vote takes place on June 23. While most Labour MPs support a Remain vote, Jeremy Corbyn is regarded as the most Eurosceptic leader of the party in a generation, and the Vote Leave campaign is chaired by a Labour MP, Gisela Stuart. Mr Corbyn is campaigning for the UK to stay in the EU, but he has been urged by some in the party to make a bolder case for membership. Discredits and demotivates. Mr Khan made a joint appearance with Prime Minister David Cameron on Monday to launch a Britain Stronger in Europe battle bus and pledge card aimed at persuading voters to back Remain. The show of cross-party unity came after Mr Cameron repeatedly attacked Mr Khan during the London mayoral contest for having a history of sharing platforms with extremists, a claim firmly rejected by Mr Khan. Mr Khan's decision to share a platform with Mr Cameron has drawn criticism from Labour's shadow chancellor, Mr McDonnell, who, along with Mr Corbyn, has refused to campaign with the Tories in the referendum, despite being on the same side as the government. Asked whether Labour should, like Mr Khan, put aside its differences with the Tories to campaign for a Remain vote, Politics Home reports that Mr McDonnell said the two parties did not share the same vision of Europe, and accused Mr Cameron of wanting to do away with workers' rights and dismantle the welfare system. Sharing a platform with them discredits us. It demotivates the very people we are trying to mobilize, he is reported to have said at a Labour in for Britain event. More work to do. Mr Khan hit back, with the spokesman for the London Mayor saying he had made it crystal clear he would campaign with the PM for a Remain vote. He added, "It is deeply concerning that the polls today suggest that Labour voters are unsure where the Labour Party stands on the referendum. Sadiq won't miss a single opportunity to make it absolutely clear to those voters where Labour stands on the referendum." According to a YouGov poll for The Times, almost half of Labour voters do not know that their party is campaigning for Britain to stay in the EU, and thought it was either split on the issue, supporting an EU exit, or they did not know. Labour MP and Remain campaigner Emma Reynolds told the BBC the party had a lot more work to do to show it was behind a vote to stay. "What's really important is that we get more Labour voices out there, so that our natural voters, who say they don't know which way we are campaigning, know that we are campaigning to Remain," she told BBC News.